most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Be the first to know with the Live Viper 6 mobile app.
Time and temperature, brought to you by your local Honda dealer. The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 4, 3 Richmond County deputies arrested. A look at the charges they're facing.
Plus, visitors continue to add to the memorial in front of Javea Harris's home in Aiken County. The latest efforts to honor the 4-year-old.
And students heading back to school. Can you believe it? Yeah, advice from a doctor on how to ease your children back into their schedules as Your News at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery.
Hi, Brad Means. Thanks for joining us.
Coverage you can count on begins with 3 Richmond County Sheriff's deputies out of a job and facing felony charges. Lieutenant John McKenzie, investigator Curtis Hoskins, and Deputy Joshua Johnson are accused of violation of oath of office and misuse of a license plate reader system, also known as flock cameras. These cameras are used to track the movement of thousands of drivers, which can be a tool to help solve crimes. Investigators say these former deputies use the flock system for personal reasons. The sheriff's office has been using them since 2020. This is the 4th arrest in this ongoing investigation. The community continues to honor 4-year-old Javea Harris. For nearly 2 weeks, people have visited the memorial outside her Aiken home. They've left pink tributes, flowers, toys, messages, and a hand-drawn picture that stands out among the growing memorial.
I brought a candle because it's really dear to my heart. She was a little girl, and she couldn't control what happened to her.
It's touching, really. It gives me a lot of hope for our community, especially when there's evil out there, that it can be countered by so much love and so much positivity.
A balloon release is set for Friday afternoon, July 24th at Bethany Missionary Baptist Church in McCormick. If you go, you're encouraged to wear pink and bring a balloon. The tribute begins at 5:30. The balloon release is at 6. The mother of a 2-year-old accidentally shot and killed is now facing a felony charge. 37-year-old Shaquilla Tennyson is being charged with culpable negligence. Her son, Braden, died in Florida after his 4-year-old cousin found a gun in the family car and shot him. The state attorney's office is now reviewing the case.
The Denmark community mourning the loss of Bruce Staley, 61 years old. We reported this. He wandered away from his home last month. Well, his body was found about 3 weeks later on some train tracks. There's going to be a memorial service tomorrow morning at 11 at the Mount Zion Baptist Church in Denmark. As the national blood shortage continues, there's a call for more donations here at home. Shepherd is the main supplier of blood to local hospitals, and right now they're out. They don't have any O positive, O negative, B positive, or A negative in stock, and they need you to give blood as soon as possible. They haven't been able to fill or service tomorrow morning at 11 at the Mount Zion Baptist Church in Denmark. As the national blood shortage continues, there's a call for more donations here at home. Shepherd is the main supplier of blood to local hospitals, and right now they're out. They don't have any O positive, O negative, B positive, or A negative in stock, and they need you to give blood as soon as possible. They haven't been able to fill orders for the Children's Hospital of Georgia for patients under 3 months old. People with cancer or sickle cell also depend on regular blood transfusions to survive.
This summer, we're seeing the lowest blood levels that we've seen in 2 years. So we have seen a kind of sustained decline the past several weeks leading into the summer. And I think sometimes it's easy to think, somebody else will do that. There's no one else right now.
All of Shepherd's local donor centers are going to be open every day this week, including Saturday, to accommodate donors as fast as possible.
It's time now for a first look at the weather.
Our meteorologist Avery Gray is joining us now on this Monday.
Hey guys.
Hi.
It's a little bit rainy out there, especially towards our southern counties on Live Viper 6 radar. Here's a look at that. Watching those showers pop up towards Barnwell and Allendale counties. No lightning yet. These aren't thunderstorms. But I wouldn't be surprised if we had an afternoon thunderstorm today. Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam showing mostly clear skies outside of Augusta Regional Airport. Not seeing the showers and thunderstorms here just quite yet. Temperature is nice and warm though. We're at 93 in Augusta. It is scorching in Lincolnton at 97 degrees. Winds coming in from the southwest or southeast now rather, bringing us a bit of a breeze, only around 9 miles per hour. Our dew point sitting in the mid-70s for us, keeping us nice and humid, something we are quite used to. And we're going to continue to feel the humidity, but we cool down a hair as we head towards your Friday. All the details on that, hint, it's a chance of rain. Futurecast for you coming soon. Brad.
Avery, thanks. Working to keep the Augusta Canal clean. That's a waterway that covers about 13 miles, and it's tough for one group to handle all of that. So businesses and other groups can take responsibility for cleaning trail sections through the Adopt a Trail program. Also, the Augusta Canoe and Kayak Club recently helped in areas that you can only get to by water.
The lake was one of the places that was recommended to go paddleboarding. Is something I like to do, and I figured if I'm enjoying it, I need to take part in helping maintain its cleanliness and beauty because it's a really nice lake.
The Augusta Canal National Heritage Area is the gem for Augusta. It's our central park. It's where people come to recreate and exercise, and so, you know, there's no reason that people shouldn't come out and enjoy the canal, help us clean up, and we greatly appreciate everybody who uses the canal, and we hope more will discover it.
Volunteers cleared trash from the canal bulkhead gates and by the Lake Olmsted trailhead. Drivers in Columbia County are going to see delays on Fury's Ferry Road today and Friday. Temporary lane closures are planned north of the Hardy McManus roundabout from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. It is part of a 4-year-long roadway widening project. You're asked to slow down in those work zones and try to take an alternate route. And in Richmond County, 13th Street is closed for the next couple of weeks as crews put in new stormwater pipes. Traffic there will be rerouted. All right, Aiken County students are back, Jenny. Big day for them.
That's right. It's the day that they're hearing that school bell ring for the first time this new year. The school system has more than 23,000 students. School leaders say that back to school is a time where preparation can finally pay off.
First day back to school is one of my favorite days of the year. It really represents a new beginning, a new opportunity for our students, and we're very excited to welcome them back to a safe, nurturing environment. Our teachers have been working hard all summer to prepare for them, to get classrooms ready, professional development. We're very excited to welcome them back and have a new opportunity for them to take one more step toward their goal in life.
The Aiken County Sheriff's Office wanting to remind everybody to make safety a top priority in and around those school zones. So be careful out there. Watch for flashing school zone lights. Do the speed limit. Stay alert for pedestrian crosswalks. Look for children with their crossing guards. Look for kids on their bikes. Be sure to stop for those school buses as they pick up that precious cargo. And law enforcement's going to be out in full force in those school zones. So please be safe.
As students from other counties prepare to return to the classroom, doctors have some advice for how to ease your children back into their academic schedules. Ripley Simone explains how parents can get ready now.
While your summer break has likely been full of fun and relaxation, it's time for your student to go back. But some doctors say preparations for going back to the classroom should start weeks before school even begins. As the back-to-school clock ticks down, Dr. Stuart Simcoe says students' bedtime should start earlier to combat summer nights of staying up late.
It takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get back on a different sleep schedule. So that can make a huge difference in how you're functioning every day and how your kids functioning in the classroom.
He says elementary school students should also start a regular reading schedule, putting aside 30 minutes each day for uninterrupted reading time. Dr. Simcoe's advice for middle schoolers is focused on the new school environment they'll be in and the new feelings they may experience.
I think every kid has anxiety when it comes to changing classes or lockers. Some of us are better at showing or hiding our anxiety, but just to know that everybody is in that same boat and everybody is in a way freaking out a little bit.
High schoolers can also face new experiences, especially freshmen and seniors as they begin to map out their futures. Simcoe says all students should start the semester off on a good note to avoid stress at the finish line.
Aiken County students aren't the only ones returning to the class this week. McCormick County students go back on Wednesday, the 22nd. Edgefield County students start Tuesday, July 28th. Jenkins County kids go back to school Friday, July 31st. Tomorrow on Jenny, a mentoring program for girls between the ages of 8 to 18. Join me as I talk with Walisa Langford, founder of Precious Pearls Mentoring. Open enrollment's taking place now, and you can register in person or online. If your daughter needs positive guidance and a dependable role model, they're welcome. Girls don't have to be in trouble or at risk to take part in the program.
We look at it as we can be preventative. We can serve as a preventative measure for our youth to get them before the world tries to get them. We can be interventive. If they do make a bad choice, we can intervene and help them and walk alongside them. Okay, life happens. You did what you did. Let's get you on track to restore who you are, to get you to walk into your purpose.
Also, a concert of spirituals to commemorate the Hamburg Massacre, and best-selling author Tayari Jones making her way to the Garden City. Details on her speaking engagement at AU tomorrow at 12:30 on Jenny. A local coaching legend was honored Sunday evening at the Laney Football Stadium. Coach Otis Smart died a week ago, and this weekend's event showed just how many lives he touched. Coach Smart fostered success on the basketball court with 1,000 career wins and 3 state titles. But basketball was just the beginning of how he helped shape students.
When I asked all the current players and former players to come down to the field for half of the stands to be empty, that was amazing. I wasn't expecting that. So he's touched thousands of lives, 4 decades at Laney. He's a legend. I would have been remiss not to do something for him.
Basketball was a stepping stone for you. Basketball was something to get you to where you need to be at. You can play sport, do great at it, and allow it to play for your college career, and that's what it did for me. It paid for my college career, and now I'm working in the community giving back.
Coach Smart's legacy is marked with his name on the basketball court. Funeral arrangements are forthcoming. Spain beats Argentina in the World Cup tournament for a second time.
Coming up, a recap of the big game.
Not many races left in the regular season.
All right, gang, here we go.
The sense of urgency is high.
You're either good enough or not good enough.
This is crazy. He's got to get as many points as he can. Make the chase, run for a championship.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Qualifying starts at noon and racing starts at 3 on CW6.
How do you become the...
Heat continues this week, and we have increasing rain chances as we head towards Thursday. All of the details and Futurecast right after this.
The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better, with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app.
Caring for a loved one.
Attention viewers, CW6 is now available on YouTube TV. It's never been easier to watch all your favorite CW shows, sports, talk, reality, and so much more. CW6. Watch it today on YouTube TV. The People's Court, weekday mornings at 10 on News Channel 6. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back, and here's an update on Tropical Depression 2. It is continuing to stay strong with a wind of 35 miles per hour, and our pressure is continuing to decrease. Just earlier today at the 12 o'clock show, our pressure was 1,007 millibars, now decreasing to 1,005 millibars, still continuing to move northwest at a snail's pace of 3 miles per hour. Here's a look at that track. We're expecting it to push towards the west Gulf Coast there, really along the Gulf coastline, pushing into Texas, and that's where we're taking out with our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam. It's Gulf Shores, Alabama. Probably not the best week to have a week-long vacation at the beach if you are headed towards the Gulf, as there could be, rip currents and also flash flood threat with the tropical system itself. So here's a look at our temperatures here at home. 93 degrees here in Augusta. It feels like 100 as we have winds coming in from the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour sustained. So everyone across the CSRA feeling nice and hot today. 93 in Augusta, 94 in McCormick. We're at 97 down in Allendale, and that's where we're starting to see a few showers and thunderstorms pop up. You can see that there on Live Viper 6 radar. They have a few lightning strikes associated with them, so thunder possible, likely, really. And we're continuing to experience that throughout the evening as we're going to continue to see those spotty showers and thunderstorms, typical of a summer pattern. Temperature is dropping down to 91 by 6 o'clock, all the way down to 82 by 9 p.m. Not too much. Here's a look at our futurecast and what we can expect for the rest of this evening. Once again, continuing to see light showers and thunderstorms pop up across the area. Overall, not pretty wide in coverage. And by the time we hit to Tuesday at 12:30, starting to see a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms surrounding the CSRA. But as we look at the CSRA, we won't start to see those storms come into our area by 5 o'clock and then continuing throughout the evening. Now, we have those daily rain chances of just a straight thunderstorm here or there as we head to Tuesday. But Wednesday is when our pattern is going to start to change as we have a stationary front that's going to be pushing towards the CSRA. Now, this stationary front, it will move towards our area through the overnight hours Wednesday into the early morning of Thursday, and then it just kind of does what stationary fronts like to do, stick around for a while, and you can see that Thursday by 4 o'clock. Then we start to see a surface level low form, and that's going to bring us wraparound rain, so really just expecting a very rainy next couple of days, especially as we head into the mid to late week. We are expecting those storms to possibly be on the severe side of marginal risk. And we also have a ton of moisture, and that's going to lead to an excessive rainfall risk, which will bring us the possibility for some flash flooding. Here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Overall, we are expecting a pretty stormy week once again as we head to the mid to late week, but staying nice in that typical summer pattern for the next 2 days. Now it's time for another edition of Beyond the Forecast. Meteorologist Miller Hyatt lets us know why smoke from Canadian wildfires is reaching the United States.
The Canadian wildfires continue to push smoke into the United States, and there's 3 reasons why it is doing so. One is a ridge of high pressure, which is causing record high temperatures in Canada, drying out vegetation, which is fuel for these fires to burn. 2, we have a deep trough across the eastern U.S., and that is creating an atmospheric slide for northern air to be pushing south. And then 3, we have steering winds, which is a pressure gradient between high and low pressure, and that is bringing all this smoke directly into the lower 48 states. I'll have a deeper look at the wildfire smoke and impacts to the United States on my latest Beyond the Forecast blog on WJBF.com/weather.
Interesting that Miller highlighted that because these aren't normal fires. They burn so hot. These things create their own weather systems.
They're essentially fire-breathing thunderstorms.
Yeah, that's right. Massive updrafts form pyrocumulonimbus clouds that act like giant chimneys.
Pyrocumulonimbus.
Aren't you glad
well
that's
done.
her word? I'm so
Well
glad that was your
done.
word. Injecting microscopic soot particles straight into the upper atmosphere. We'll be right back.
New 4-door ramps from We Got You. Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand. Live Viper 6 weather when it matters most. Stream at any time, anywhere.
Plus, it's totally free. No subscription required.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device.
New Jeep Grand Cherokees. Save over.
A roller rink in South Dakota is going viral for their Instagram videos, mostly because of the employee who stars in them.
Some viewers say he's making them consider roller skating as their next hobby. Others just want to hang out with him. They just love seeing him. It's working for the rink. Way to go.
And that does it for this half hour, but there are more top stories coming your way at 4:30.
Including the GOP candidate list to fill Senator Lindsey Graham's seat is beginning to grow. A look at who is now throwing her hat into the ring.
When
you get approached from somebody.
Call10.com.
Let's do this.
It's Chloe's last ride on 3 wheels before her first big kid bike. And it's Tiffany's first day as Director of Retail Operations. It's the last dance before Taylor heads off to college. And Tiara's first day of culinary training at Helms College. When you donate items to Goodwill, you help provide education, skills training, and career services for people seeking to realize their potential. And the things you loved get to start a new life too. Goodwill, where your things start new lives.
The WJBF Scholar Athlete Awards honor high school students from around the CSRA for outstanding achievements, both on the athletic field and in the classroom.
Hi, I'm Tim Kuthan. On behalf of our participating McDonald's restaurants, we invite you to nominate a deserving high school senior that is a leader on the athletic field as well as in the classroom. Here's how.
To nominate, go to WJBF.com and click Scholar Athlete Award under the Sports tab. Powerful officials. Attention viewers, CW6 is now available today on Fubo. It's never been easier to watch all your favorite CW shows, sports, talk, reality, and so much more. CW6. Watch it today on Fubo. The 6 Skyview Network. Attention viewers, CW6 is now available today on Fubo. It's never been easier to watch all your favorite CW shows, sports, talk, reality, and so much more. CW6. Watch it today on Fubo. The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Now at 4:30, the latest with the war with Iran. And a closer look at the bills federal lawmakers are facing in the last few days of the session starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Cabbage. D is off today. Our coverage you can count on begins with 2 of the U.S. service members killed.
News, New York.
Time for a quick check of the forecast with meteorologist Avery Gray. Avery, it was a hot day in Aiken. Pretty sure it's the same way across the CSRA.
Yeah, that's right, Sean. Whatever side of the river you were on, it was hot today. It's also been humid as we have a ton of moisture coming in from the Gulf, and that's because of a system we got brewing out there. It's Tropical Depression 2, expected to become Tropical Storm Bertha by the end of today, potentially, with winds of 35 miles per hour sustained. Not going to be much of an impact here in the CSRA when it comes to landfalling impacts with, New York.
Time for a quick check of the forecast with meteorologist Avery Gray. Avery, it was a hot day in Aiken. Pretty sure it's the same way across the CSRA.
Yeah, that's right, Sean. Whatever side of the river you were on, it was hot today. It's also been humid as we have a ton of moisture coming in from the Gulf, and that's because of a system we got brewing out there. It's Tropical Depression 2, expected to become Tropical Storm Bertha by the end of today, potentially, with winds of 35 miles per hour sustained. Not going to be much of an impact here in the CSRA when it comes to landfalling impacts with, a lot of rainfall, flash flood threats, rip current threats, wind threats. But here in the CSRA, we are going to see some increased moisture, keeping us hot and humid, also increasing our rain chances. So Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam takes us out to Grand Isle, Louisiana, where they are enjoying the most of what they can before they have that storm come through. 93 degrees is that temperature here at home, feeling like 100. And you can see we have some pop-up storms pushing on through the area. I'll have the details on that coming in just a bit. Sean?
All right, Avery, thank you. You're taking a live look at...
We continue to feel the heat this week, but heat relief is on the way as we head towards the weekend. All of the details in just a few.
Next DT at Rosie O'Donnell exclusive, bringing her one-woman show to New York City. Plus, Tom Holland talks Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it's our annual week in the Palm Beaches. Next DT.
Monday night at 7:30 on News Channel 6.
Keep up with the weather in your hometown with the live Viper 6 Neighborhood Network.
The advanced power of Tempest weather stations allows us to give you real-time hyper-local data.
The live Viper 6 Neighborhood Network, powered by Tempest.
You are more than your...
For years, WJBF News Channel 6 and our partners have championed local families through our Children First campaign. Together, our mission has been to strengthen our community by uplifting children and their families across the CSRA. Count on News Channel 6 as we make a difference in the lives of local children. To learn more, visit WJBF.com/Children First. WJBF News Channel 6's Children First is sponsored by Bridgestone. For the best in unique men's clothing. Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here's a look at live Viper 6 radar as we have plenty of electrical storms and a severe thunderstorm staying well to the east of the CSRA. Here in the CSRA, we're just starting to see those pop-up thunderstorms here and there across the south portion, especially towards Barnwell and Allendale County, right there along that border. That's where I take you now to our Terry Limber Hyundai Skyview Cam and USC Sakahatchee out in Allendale. Here in Augusta, it's 93 degrees, feeling like 100. Dew point temperatures at 72, which is relatively low. So overall, these feels like temperatures could be much, much worse at this hour. Winds coming in from the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour. Across the CSRA, everyone feeling the heat. We are in the 90s across the board, sitting at 97 up in Saluda County, 96 in McCormick County. A little bit cooler towards our southern counties where they're seeing a little stray rain shower and thunderstorm to help cool them off. For the rest of this evening, the possibility for a thunderstorm remains. Very slim chances though, only around 10% chance for that. 91 degrees by 6 p.m., cooling down to 82 by 9. Here's a look at your futurecast for the rest of this evening. Seeing those spotty showers, possible of a thunderstorm here or there, but overall we dry up as we head into Tuesday. Tuesday by 12:30, starting to see some isolated showers and thunderstorms to the east of our area. Then it moves in from the southwest, pushing northeast across the CSRA when we start to see those spotty rain chances on your Tuesday. Just normal daytime, daytime rain, daily rain chances, very typical summer pattern for today and Tuesday. Wednesday afternoon into the evening and into Thursday, that's when things start to change up a little bit. So we have a stationary front that will be approaching the CSRA. So on Wednesday, we'll see a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms ahead of that stationary front. Thursday by 11:30, starting to see that front push through or attempting to push through, and it'll do what stationary fronts do best and just sit over our area and then form a surface low. And of course, once we get that surface low, then we start to see wraparound precipitation. And so we're just in for an awfully wet midweek and late week ahead of us. So here's a look at potential rainfall totals. Well, before we get to that, let's talk about the severe weather threat. Marginal risk for severe weather towards our northern counties as we head into Wednesday. Also expecting a ton of moisture, which is going to increase a flash flood threat on Wednesday, staying to those northern counties once again. And potential rainfall totals anywhere from around ½ inch to an inch of widespread rain across the CSRA. Possible to see a few isolated spots that could be even higher than that in areas where heavier downpours are present. So here's a look at your 10-day forecast. Once again, only 20% chance for those evening showers and storms tomorrow. And then we start to get wet as we head into the weekend, Sean.
So stay weather aware, Avery.
Yep, that's right.
Sounds
always.
good to me. All right, thank you. Well, coming up, what does your phone background say about you? We have that story after this quick break.
Every conversation is a connection. We're here to keep you in the moment.
From morning walks to community events, we're here to keep you involved.
Life's best moments should be heard, and we're here to make sure you don't miss a thing.
Hearing Associates of South Carolina.
We're here for North Augusta.
I'm a registered nurse.
The winner isn't the fastest, the strongest, or even the toughest. It's the one who refuses to lose. Big hit of life. Big hit of life. He's the greatest. CW. Man
can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
And check this out. Apparently 1 in 7 Americans say they judge people based on the image they use on their phone's display. And younger adults are more judgy. 1 in 3 Gen Z respondents say they've made assumptions about someone based on their home screen. A default photo means you're uninspired or unengaged. On contrast, practical or minimalist. Family photos are the most common phone background, followed by nature scenes, personal memories, pet partners, and spouses. So I have personal memories on my phone, so I guess I'm good to go. But that does it for this half hour, but we have so much more coverage you can count on coming up at 5, including how the death of 4-year-old Javea Harris is bringing people from all across the CSRA together.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Attention homeowners, time is